one.
Welcome to the Blue Line, guys. Let's go to hockey games tonight. We're going to tell you how to make money on both of them. Washington going into Carolina. It's game 4, 2-1 Carolina. Vegas going into Edmonton. It's game 4, 2-1 Edmonton. What should we do? How should we bet him? Matthew and I are here today to talk hockey. We got Andy Lang after that to talk some prop bets. Matthew, how was your weekend? How was your charity event? And are you going to be available for Friday's show?
I will be available for Friday's show, and I'm so excited to be available Friday. I'm a little tired. Not now. I got a good recoup yesterday. I'm going to rest today. Maybe hit some balls, a little Costco, a little Bed Bath and Beyond. You know, a little old school. So no, I'm excited. It was a great event. Raised a lot of money for cancer. So really excited about that. But nice to be home. And man, what happened to your Toronto Maple Leafs?
Yeah, so firstly, this show is sponsored by Costco, where aging ex-NHL athletes with a lot of money go to hang out and shop with the plebes. That's their motto. That's their slogan. Oh, yeah, Costco. Okay, as far as the Leafs, same old, Matt. I texted you last night in the middle of the game. Hard to be an optimistic Leaf fan.
You were trying.
You got my message going into the third. I was like,
yeah,
I gave it my all, bro. I gave it my all. But hey, I open net by Nyes on that backhand, and then a breakaway by Nyes. Anyway, let's not discuss the Leafs. It's far too depressing. Instead, let me ask you a question as a guy who played for the Buffalo Sabres for a long, long time. How mad were the fan base at you permanently? Like, were you able to walk down the streets? Like you guys just, I mean, did you even make the playoffs?
Did we make the playoffs?
I know you got to the finals.
We had some pretty damn good teams while I was there, and then the years after me. So yeah, the only year we didn't make the playoffs was my first year in the NHL. And then we made it every other year in Buffalo that I was there. So we had some good runs, we also had the best goaltender, I think, to ever play in the NHL, in Dominic Hasek. So let's not throw mud at my Sabres of the 90s.
I know.
When you're a
me,
Leafs fan that's going to blow another 2-0 lead. Hey,
it's not another 2-0 lead. The last 2-0 lead was in 1987.
They should have lost 9-1 last night. That's how bad they played last night. The power play, besides the first power play, and you were complaining, and I had all Leaf fans texting me, these refs suck. Listen, the refs called the penalties that were the penalties, both sides. Florida was the way better team, and without Joseph Wall, man, was he good. If there's anything you take away from that game going into Game 5 in Toronto, is that Joseph Wall was great, and that's only going to further his confidence. Game 5 is going to be awesome, man. Toronto's going to be much better. Florida's going to be ready to play. It's going to be a dynamic game either way.
Guys, you're watching the Blue Line. Hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel, please, and make sure to put up some comments. So what we're doing is we're going through 2 days of games at a time. We're going to take apart both the games tonight and the games tomorrow. Our next show will be on Wednesday. Andy Lang is joining us later on to do some prop bets with us. So let's get straight into it. Matthew, Barnaby, we got Carolina. There's a ton of money coming in on them. They're now minus basically 250. Washington at plus 2. It's now 275 for Carolina, plus 225 for Washington. A total of 5.5. And I'll tell you right off the bat, Washington is getting absolutely no respect with that line. That line is like a total smack in the face. Imagine the ugliest woman in a bar turning you down at 3 a.m. while drunk. That is how disrespectful the line is for Washington.
It's happened.
To you, it's happened. Anyway, I I get it though, Matthew. I can't get to the window in Washington, and I like to take these value bets. I think Carolina is a better team. I said at the beginning that they would win this series easily. But I think the better bet here is the under, Matt. I've been riding the under on Washington and Carolina the whole way through. And it's like, let's not overthink it. I'm 3 games in on the under. I'm going to take the under again for game 4. And it's just one of those things where I think one team will score 1 or less goals in every one of these games. And I think Washington is likely that team. And I think we're going to see around a 3-1 ending. If I were to bet this, I would take Carolina -1.5, but I would prefer you guys take the under. How are you attacking this game, Matt?
Yeah, and as we start to evolve in these series, and you say it at the end of every show, you don't bet just to bet. Don't place stupid bets out there. The smart money with odds wise and value is the Washington Capitals. Listen, they were first in the
Yeah.
conference. So they were the best team in the Eastern Conference this year. Having said that, Carolina is a way better team. I have Carolina in the series. I'm sticking with that. I'm not betting this game except for the under. I agree with you. I think Washington has a tough time keeping up pace with the Carolina Hurricanes. Freddie Anderson's actually playing well. And I think Carolina routs them 3-1, 4-1, 3-2. I like the under as well. And I'm keeping my bet on the series and just going to ride it out. Carolina's going to win the series.
This show brought to you by the word actually. You always want it when given a compliment. Matthew, you actually look good for an old man.
Wow, I'm younger than you, I believe, 52.
Yes, you are, but I don't
Yeah,
actually look good for an old man.
you look good. You look good, buddy.
I just
You're at the gym. You're probably playing golf today. I'm going to hit balls. Can't wait. Those are small little pipes, buddy.
love doing this show. They are small little pipes. It's true. Matthew Barnaby and the Prez. You're watching the Blue Line. Andy Lang still to come. Hit that like button, everyone. So we both like the under in the Carolina-Washington game. And we both lean to Carolina, just not enough value there. Vegas and Edmonton, I've been riding the over in the Vegas and Edmonton game, and each one of those games have gone over the total. The last one, we got to that 3-3, so it was a guaranteed over, but wow, what an ending. 0.4 seconds, the third fastest playoff game-winning goal of all time, I think, the third fastest. And it was like one of those, hey, Winnipeg, you think you're hot shit winning a game with 1.6? We'll win it with 0.04. But Edmonton lost that game, Matthew. You saw that highlight. 4 guys standing around thinking he can't make it to the net with the 0 on the clock, and he did. And that one was on Edmonton. And for that reason, literally, and the fact that I think Vegas is just too damn slow for this team, I think Edmonton wins tonight. I think they win it handily. And I like the over a lot, too. I think we're looking at a 5-2, 5-3 game. I think we're going to get a big score, and I think Vegas is going to score. Don't get me wrong. I mean, what's keeping me from really pounding Edmonton is, I'm married, and I just can't trust their goaltender.
Rightfully so. Listen, Saturday was, I broke even. Okay, I might have lost a quarter unit on that on those games. I got hit with the 3-pointer against Golden State with 5 seconds left to cover the 5.5. They win by 5. Absolutely ridiculous. I had the under in 6.5 in the Vegas Edmonton, but then I took under 7.5. Live betting that game. I also had Vegas, so that was a big win to come
Yeah.
back. I should have went 4-0 in that game. There's no way that I shouldn't have went 4-0. McDavid puts one off McNabb's skate at the end of the game, but you could just feel when he turned it up a notch, he was not going to be denied. Edmonton is faster than Vegas. I don't see it being a 5-2, 5-3 game. I think this is a lot more tight checking. They have to contain McDavid when he gets going. Draisaitl just hasn't been the same in this series. I think it's going to be a tight game. I have Vegas to win the series. I am laying off this game, but if I had to bet, I would go on the over in this game. I think both teams can score. I don't trust in any way Stuart Skinner, even though he made some big saves as the game went along. He gave his team a chance to win, but I don't trust him in any which way. I'm leaning and I'm staying with Vegas and the over in this game, but I'm Vegas on the series.
I'll tell you, you mentioned two goalies with signature situations. Your favorite, Dominic Hasek, whose ability to stop a puck out of position is second to none. And Stuart Skinner, his ability to let huge rebounds out is spectacular. I mean, his lack of rebound control is Hall of Fame material.
Yeah, for presumed number one,
Yeah.
the biggest thing in having, like, I've played with great goaltenders. Obviously, I played with Mike Richter for a little bit, and I played with Dominic Hasek for 7.5 years. It's the comfort that you know when there's a breakdown that they're going to make the save. It's such a huge confidence boost in the way that you play the game. Edmonton is a free for all team.
Yeah.
They want to trade punches with you because they have the horses to be able to do that. That's just the way that they are. But when you play that style, you normally need a really, really solid goaltender that you can trust. Edmonton just doesn't have it. And that's why I know they're going to take chances. I know they're going to give up chances.
Yep.
And Vegas, besides really game one, they're capable of capitalizing on those chances. So Vegas, I think, is equally as good, if not better. I think they're deeper. Just Edmonton has this explosiveness when those two elite players in Draisaitl and McDavid are going. They're almost unstoppable.
Yeah. And, watching Austin Matthews, and I don't want to go back to the Leafs. I mean, and this is a perfect segue into that Dallas game. I mean, Austin might end up being a huge bust.
Well, he has to be hurt. There can't be any other reason. We know he played with the wrist injury early on in the year. We know he missed.
He didn't practice yesterday, right?
No, I know, but
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
not.
put I don't put too much weight into that because a lot of guys will skip morning skates as you go through. A lot more become optional
Yeah,
as you go through. So I don't put
something
as
is
much.
wrong.
But
Something is wrong with Austin.
he,
And I said,
he's not creating at all. He's not creating at
he's
all.
not even holding the puck, which
No.
is crazy. But I said to Vivian last night, I said he just can't do what Connor can do. Like
No.
Connor and Nate can take a game over. They could be like, hop on my back and let's go. So
Austin Matthews is an elite hockey player, one of the 15 top best players in the National Hockey League.
wow, you
Do
can name 14 better. Holy moly.
I'm saying he's in the top 15. Okay,
5.
who would you rather on your team, Austin Matthews or Cale Makar?
Top, yes, Kale McCarr.
Okay, I
Yeah, let's not do this. Let's not
dr-
do this. 5.
this isn't a rating show.
Top 5. Okay.
He's a great hockey player. I'm saying you could pigeonhole him any. He's a great hockey player. Don't put him in the same conversation
Yeah.
as Connor
Nate. Yeah.
McDavid and McKinnon or Draisaitl. Don't even put him in the
I
same
agree.
conversation.
I
It's
or
he can
Kachuk
he can
or
he can single-handedly, because of their elite skating ability, can change a game all by themselves. And Austin Matthews is a great player. It's just you're talking about the two best players in the National Hockey League because of their speed. When Connor McDavid goes at 80%, he's faster than anyone except for Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar in the National Hockey League. That's why he's so good.
yeah.
It's purely because of that speed and be able to change direction. That's why he can change the game all by himself. And when there's 5 minutes left in the game and he's playing 4 minutes of it, he does stuff that Austin Matthews just isn't capable of.
Yeah. Guys, you're watching the Blue Line. Let's get to Tuesday's game. And it's a perfect segue because I want to discuss big busts. So Winnipeg plus 125 against Dallas. They're minus 150-ish. Total here is 5.5. And, I have a friend who is from Winnipeg, and he's obviously obsessed with this Winnipeg Jets team. And I texted him yesterday the following, and I said, Many years ago, and a lot of you people won't remember this, but Matthew will, there was a guy named Alexander Daig, very handsome guy, had an opportunity to hit the bed sheets with Pamela Anderson or whoever it was.
Sheryl Crow too.
Sheryl Crow. That's like a bit manly, but okay. With that said, he was a massive bust. He was drafted number 1 by the Ottawa Senators. They thought he was the next coming, and he ended up being a bust. And I thought to myself, where's Connor Hellebuyck in this situation? And I have decided that as of now, Connor is the biggest bust in the history of hockey. And I will tell you why. Because at least with Alexander Daig, you can get rid of him. This guy is like the hottest eunuch on the planet. Great to look at and totally useless in bed. He is like the tease of all time. The Winnipeg Jets are like, we got the greatest goalie, let's sign him. Then we'll get to the playoffs and he'll give every game away. You're better off not having him on your team so that you don't get all teased by his incredible play during the regular season and then be like, oh, we got a goalie for the playoffs. Then you get to the playoffs and he is the single worst goalie. He makes Yuri Sirha look good. He's goals against on the road is right under 6. His goals against in the last 3 years of playoffs is over 4. These are Andrew Raycroft numbers. There is no person more frustrating on the planet from a sports perspective than a guy is great who actually ends up sucking. What the hell do we do with this Winnipeg Jets team, Matthew Barnaby?
I can't believe I even have to respond to this.
Well, you think he's good? It doesn't matter how good you are in the regular season. The regular season is irrelevant. He has a huge sample size, Matthew. This is not some small little,
He's a great goaltender that any team would love to have.
Not
Having
least.
said that, in the playoffs, he has not been great. If you compare Connor Hellebuyck to Alexander Daig or Brian Lawton or Patrick Stepan, and I don't even know who the goalie you brought up was. I have no clue who it was.
Yuri Sirha. He was for the Leafs. He had the 3 lines.
It's absolutely idiotic what you're saying. I mean, I can't believe I'm doing the show with you if you're going to bring up those analogies.
The blue line has officially been canceled.
Having said that, do they need more on the road from him? Yes. He's been great at home and terrible on the road. Gave up the first goal on the first shot again against Dallas Stars.
4 times this playoffs.
I have Dallas to win this series. I think they're the better team, even though Winnipeg was the President's Trophy winner. I still took Dallas because I think Dallas is the best remaining team out of the 8 teams remaining. I love the over in this game because Hellebuck's been bad on the road. I do agree. This series is controlled chaos. There's a scoring chance every minute and a half. I mean, they're trading punches. Just Jake Ottinger's been better than Connor Hellebuyck. And Connor Hellebuyck had a shutout in game 2 at home 4-0. So let's not say he's awful. He's been awful on the road. And I agree. They give up too many chances on the road. I agree. And he has to be better on the road. But don't bring up the analogies that he's awful and he's terrible. He's going to win the Vezina. He could win the Hart Trophy. He just has not been great on the road. But having said that, I'm taking Dallas. I think -140 is a great number to be at home. Dallas is a tough place to play. Rantanen is playing unbelievable. And they're doing this without Miro Heiskanen, the best defenseman in this series. I mean, that's how good Dallas is. And when they get Heiskanen back, if they get Heiskanen back, they're going to be very tough to beat. So I have Dallas for the series. I have Dallas in this game. I have the over in this game, and I'm ready to roll. Let's go, Dallas. Let's go, Stars.
I like the over in this game too, Matthew. I like it because, firstly, we have the hottest girl in high school who doesn't put out playing in net. And then we have 2 teams that can score. So I am with you 100%. And brother, it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to vehemently, aggressively disagree with me. I'm used to it. I have females in my life, and I'm fine. I can handle my own. Plus, come on, man. Like, seriously.
The mini pipes.
The mini pipes. This segment brought to you by pipecleaners.com. Eddie Lang, what do you think about Connor?
Well, he makes an appearance on the prop bets. I like his under on the saves. So
Well, yeah, can't save
take
anything.
that for what it's worth. I just don't think he's saving a lot of these shots. And he's not. Like his total is 22.5. He's going to face more than that, I think, but I also think he's going to let some in. So, you know, I like his under on the saves. He's had 21 saves exactly in all 3 games in the series. So under 9 out of the last 10 games. So as a prop better, that's what I focus on. That's what I specialize in. I love his under. This just keeps cashing game after game after game. Where
did you get that Matthew Barnaby bobblehead behind your right shoulder?
It's John Cena. I'm at the Detroit offices. So yeah, there's Cena, there's the Michigan helmet. Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, that seems right. Johnny Detroit is around the corner. He's a wrestling fanatic.
He's right there.
Okay. So you like Ellenbach under and saves. What else do you like?
Yeah, a few others to sprinkle on. Gabriel Bellardi over 1.5 shots on goal. He's gone over in all 3 games in the series. 9, 2, and 5 shot attempts this series. The 2 shot attempts is a little bit worrying, but he did get both of them on goal. So, you know, we'll go ahead and take that. So that's not a huge play. That's probably a little sprinkle. Victor Arvidsson, I do like under 2.5 shots on goal. He's just not getting it done. Only 1 shot on goal the last 2 games, only 2 shot attempts in the last 2 games. So, Matt, I don't know if you're good at math, but if you're only shooting the puck twice, it's pretty hard to go over 2.5 shots on goal. That's the way my head works. Yeah. And then another guy that's not getting it done, Jason Robertson, under 0.5 point. So just Jason Robertson did not have a point. No points this series. 1 point the last 8 games against Winnipeg. That's a little bit concerning. So yeah, Bellardi and Arvidsson shots on goal, Robertson under the points, and Hellebuyck under his saves.
There we go. Matt, what do you like prop-wise?
Listen, I had no props, but I love both those because if you watch Victor Arvidsson play last couple of games and Robertson, they're nowhere near the puck. Like you had to actually look to see if both those guys were playing last game. Robertson, I was like, oh my god, yeah, that's right. He isn't hurt anymore. He's back in the lineup. So yeah, I didn't have any props because I have so much going on with everything, and then add in basketball tonight. It's a melee. So I'm just gonna jump on my man. He does it the best. Why not jump on with someone that does it the best? So yeah. Robertson and Arvidsson under. I'm on it.
Eddie Lang, everyone, you can find him on WagerTalk today, noon Eastern time, at our flagship channel, WagerTalk TV. Thanks for doing this, brother.
Anytime. Thanks, guys.
So, Matthew, we've got the Friday show coming this week. We've moved the time to 11 a.m. So 11 a.m., that way we have a hard stop at 10 to 12 so that we can go right into WagerTalk today. So 11 a.m. on Friday, everybody.
We'll have some guests. We'll have my boys out and ready.
Okay, perfect. And just book them in for 10 minutes or so. We'll go quick. Should be a really great show. Have fun at the golf range, man. I'm going straight to the gym. It is back and bicep day for this guy. Matthew, you once had muscles, and they were big and strong and impressive. I am totally with you, but I am the GOAT.
You are the GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT of something.
Yeah, the GOAT of
I'll
something.
give you that.
Well said. Definitely. All right. Of annoying, of calling out hockey players and being wrong. Matt, have a good day, my brother.
Make some money.
Yes. Thanks for watching the Blue Line, everyone. We'll see you on our Wednesday show. Make sure to put down 11 a.m. Eastern live on Friday. Thanks for watching, and make sure you do not bet like an idiot.